What is positioning? Do you currently have positioning? And how can Notion AI help you to find and clarify your positioning so that you can stand out in what is an ever increasingly crowded market? We're going to look at all of that in this video, so let's jump right in. Okay, so this diagram is a really useful illustration of how to think about this. So on this, we have three circles, and in one we have what your customers want, in another circle we have what you do best, and in the third circle we have what your competitors do best. And they're obviously all interlinking. So you want to think about what your customers want and what you do best, and where those overlap would be the sweet spot for your positioning. You want to avoid the crossover where what your competitors do best crossover with either what your customers want or what you do best. So you want to avoid those sections, and you want to focus on what your customers want and what you do best. So this is just the things to think about when you're considering your positioning. You want to think about what you do best, as I've already mentioned, what your competition do best. You want to try and avoid competing on the same things. You want to be clear on what your customers want, and you also want to think about where your customers are, because what your competition might focus on a different kind of customer than you. So I'll use myself as an example here. I sell systems, Notion and Notion AI templates and tools. So I'm going to focus on people who already love Notion or who want to understand Notion better. There's no point in me targeting people who love Asana or who love ClickUp, because they're different tools and they're not going to be interested in Notion tools. I absolutely love how AI can help you speed up the process and maybe see things that are harder to see within yourself, if that makes sense. So I've got a couple of entries in here already that I've already played about with, so we'll create a new one. So you pop your niche in the top. So I'm going to use me as an example because it's easier. I don't have to kind of make things up on the go. So I create Notion system templates for solo online business owners. I love playing about with different ways that you can use AI within Notion to save time and make business life easier. My why: I work 20 hours a week on my business so I can spend time with my son. That is my why. So, right. Then we have, this is how most of my tools work. We input some information and then we kind of have a workflow to work through. So I've got these toggles with buttons underneath them. So this first one is looking at competitors in my niche, which I guess would be targeting solo online business owners. So we'll click that, we'll click generate, and it's coming up with some competitors and some background in what they do. So I'm not going to read through these just now, but you get a list of competitors and a bit of a breakdown about what they do. Then we can click this Market Gaps button, and it's going to see if there are any gaps based on people who are already in the niche. So it's saying here, one potential market gap is the focus on serving solo online business owners who are parents and have limited working hours like yourself. While many competitors emphasize productivity, customization, or creative use of Notion, there seems to be an opportunity to offer templates and systems specifically designed to optimize business processes for those who need to balance work and family life efficiently. This could include features like time blocking for limited hours, integrating family schedules, or creating workflows that maximize productivity within a part-time schedule. But we'll go into this in a bit more detail. So that's a gap. Now it's going to use exactly what I've said I'm good at to come up with my competitive edge. So my competitive edge could be the unique combination of AI integration with Notion, specifically tailored for solo online business owners who prioritize family time. By leveraging AI, you can create innovative time-saving systems that streamline business operations. So this is essentially what I do. So it's come up with exactly what my positioning is. And then I've got this button to create a positioning statement, which is shortening that down so that you can use it in bios, places like LinkedIn, Instagram, where you just get that small amount of space to explain what you do. And we get 5 choices to choose from. And if I don't like them, I can always press the button again, get 5 more, and then I'll have 10, or I can click update and get a different 5. And then lastly, I can find out a bit more about my target customer now that we've clarified that I'm focusing on people who only have part-time hours available to work on their business. So it's giving me a bit of a background about my target customer. It's telling me where they hang out online. And then it's also telling me some content creators specifically on YouTube who they might follow, because YouTube is a great place to get comments about what people are looking for and to do a bit of market research. So this is really to help with the market research. So I've got 5 YouTubers here that I can look up and find videos that are kind of around fitting for the topic or the niche that I'm doing, and find out a bit more about them. So and Notion AI has come up with all of that within this one little database entry. So Notion AI didn't just help me to clarify my positioning, it's also helped me to save over 10 hours every week in my business. And if you'd like to know how, then I recommend you watch this video next.